Hey guys, what's up? So for the first time, and I feel like forever, I'm actually posting a YouTube video. And that's because I first tried to make this topic into a TikTok, but then that TikTok video ended up being 7 minutes long. So I figured what a perfect opportunity to turn this into a YouTube video, and then I'll share little clips and tidbits on like TikTok and Instagram about it. So you may be asking yourself, what is this topic about? As someone who grew up, well, not grew up, but like, went about my life in the makeup industry, I always saw Jeffree Star and the way he would like talk about products, how he'd feel about it if he didn't like it, how he would call them out for what he didn't like. And then once I got into hair school and I got into the hair industry, I started to find out that Brad Mondo was basically the Jeffree Star of the hair world. And since the two of those are basically the backbone of me getting into both industries, I thought I'd take them as a inspiration and make my own video of a certain brand that has made an advertisement that's just full of misinformation that I need to share with all of you. And that brand is the brand Spoiled Child. Now, I've not used their products, so I can't tell you about the how I feel about it, but I can tell you how I feel about them as a company based off their advertisements. So as I talk about every single thing, like clip by clip, I'm going to also have it in like little actual like sections so that like on YouTube you can click and see like go on each time frame and see which one you want to actually hear about. And as I'm talking, like I'm going to show the clip video, and then I'm going to show talk about it and then show the next clip and so on and so forth. AKA a normal YouTube format, which I have not done in the longest time, because TikTok usually you just show the clip and then you just talk about it, but with this one it's a long subject, so I can't be doing that. Because if I do that, you're gonna forget what the original clip was even about. I'm gonna be rambling on, so I need to do it separate. Okay, so here is the first clip. Get ready for the bowl.
Conditioner versus these hair masks.
Now that you watch that, let me just address everything wrong with that. So that is most likely just recently processed bleach blonde hair that this guy's just taking and stretching over the shampoo bowl. I need to preface this by saying how fragile freshly bleached hair, or just bleached hair in general, is. That even doing that might cause a lot of damage because of how compromised it is. So that in itself is just so disgusting that this guy did that, and that this is in a hair care advertisement video. That's red flag number one right there.
Conditioner has no damage repair benefits.
And now, just seconds later, for this clip right here, where they literally show someone with bleach blonde hair that then got blue on it and is detangling dry hair out. And instead of starting from here to up, just straight up took the comb and went downwards. So obviously extremely damaged, compromised hair being brushed out like that is going to snap and break like that. It doesn't take a smartass or someone who went through hair school to know that that's a load of nonsense, and that should not be in the advertisement in the first place, because you're just misleading your audience. Now time for clip number whatever, for more misinformation that I'm going to clear up for you.
Conditioner can actually make your frizz worse, whereas Spoiled Child hair masks banish frizz with natural ingredients.
So their claim that shampoo, conditioners, they cause frizz. Okay, I need to speak to the education department or whatever the hell created this advertisement and said that, because this is pure lies. It's conditioner. It's in the word condition. Okay, it's not a shampoo. Doesn't have any cleaning agents to dry out the hair. That's not how that works. Conditioners, the only time conditioners can cause the hair to be frizzy is if, let's say for example, you have maybe really curly hair or coily hair and you're using a hair care product that's for waves or for straight hair. Well then, your hair is going to be frizzy because not enough moisture has gone inside your curls that's needed for it to be nice. So it doesn't cause, it's not like someone who never had frizzy hair before suddenly has frizzy hair after using a shampoo, after using a conditioner. That's not how that works. It literally is just a pre-existing thing in the hair that just coming back out because the hair is not fully moisturized or whatever from the conditioner, because it just wasn't conditioner that's suitable for their hair. Now time for clip number 2 for more misinformation and also just straight up lies that I'm going to clear out for you.
Conditioner leaves residue, making your hair greasy, whereas Spoiled Child hair masks leave no residue for ultimate shine. Spoiled Child's hair masks are the all-natural treatments your hair is missing.
So once again, now that you've seen this clip, I really need to speak with the educational marketing team for this advertisement, because proper conditioners do not cause your hair to be greasy. They don't. The only time they ever do is if they're like the drugstore brands like Garnier, Pantene, OGX that has parabens and sulfates in it. What that does is it basically just sits on the hair cuticle rather than proper conditioners that moisture goes inside the hair shaft. The silicones and parabens, they just sit on top of your hair, mimicking a soft, shiny, like luxurious hair look and healthy hair. Then, when the natural oils on your scalp is trying to go down to moisturize the rest of your hair, since your hair is already blocked, like the cortex of your hair is blocked off by the silicones and parabens you're constantly putting over and over it every single time you conditioner your hair, it's just not going to go there. So the natural oils of your hair is just going to sit on top of it. And then let's say you're feeling like you want to put a hair oil or a leave-in treatment, like a leave-in something on it, like a leave-in conditioner. You're just putting the leave-in conditioner on top of your product buildup from the silicone that's in your conditioner. A normal, proper conditioner that has no parabens or silicones will not do that to your hair. Like if your hair is completely virgin, like you've never bleached it, you've never colored it, you've never done a relaxer or a perm before, you can easily get away with using brands like Kristen S, Odell, Carol's Daughter, Donna's Recipe, like those two if you have curly hair. Like you can easily get away with those brands, get enough moisture that you need in your hair to call it a day, and then maybe a leave-in like conditioner on top to maintain your hair throughout the day or throughout the week, depending on how much you wash your hair. You can get away with using those brands and your hair being nice and healthy. Whereas if you have like colored hair or bleached hair, that might not be the case. You might need something a little bit more on the salon quality, salon grade, like Redken, Kenra, etc. Like salon professional brands. If your hair is extremely bleached, then K18 and Olaplex. But that's up to your hairstylist to tell you which one you need. Don't take my word for it. Don't be using Olaplex and then your hair has a problem and then be blaming me. Whatever your hairstylist advises, you do that. Now on to the remainder of this clip, and I'm going to talk more about it. So here is one of my final most problems with this advertisement. The fact that it's advertising its product as a one-size-fits-all, which is not the case, because they had, like, I even showed you the complete clip where they showed, like, people reviews of, like, someone with coily hair using it, someone with straight bleached hair using it, and it supposedly worked for everyone. That is not how hair care works, okay? It's like how one foundation can't work for someone with dry skin and someone for oily skin, and how one skincare product for eczema can't work on someone that doesn't have eczema. Like, no, it's not one size fits all. Like, this ain't Brandy Melville's sweatpants. That is simply not how this works. Because especially since they put someone with highly damaged, bleached hair that they then put a pastel over, you need the product for it to work properly. It needs to be packed with proteins. And also, let me clarify this also by saying a previous thing. No product works perfectly on the first time using it.
Whereas Spoiled Child hair masks repair years of damage after just one use.
Especially if your hair is damaged on the molecular level. Because hair that's bleached and damaged on the molecular level is extremely porous. And just as fastly as it absorbs something, it'll just as fastly drop something like an overly wet sponge. Porous hair is exactly like a sponge. So if you are bleach blonde and have a pastel vivid over it, and then you use this mask, guess what? It's not going to solve your problem forever. The second you take a shower, all of that is going to go away, and you're going to be left with brittle hair again. The only thing that can help is multiple treatments for bleach blonde hair. So let's say, for example, let's say this spoiled child hair mask is a solution. Okay, if it's a solution for highly damaged bleach blonde hair that's damaged on the molecular level, it is going to be far too heavy for someone with natural virgin hair that's never been colored, never been bleached, never been processed with anything such as like a relaxer or a perm. It's going to be too heavy and it's going to make the hair fall out. Just like how now Olaplex is being sued because people with natural virgin hair are using it, even though the product is made, I mean, it's literally in the name, bond maintenance. It's made for hair with weak bonds that's gone through a chemical process, more specifically, a bleach process. But people with natural virgin hair is using it, and it's too high in proteins, so it's just sitting on top of the hair. It's not able to penetrate the hair because the hair doesn't need it. It's already healthy. So it's just sitting on top of the hair, weighing the hair down and causing the hair loss. So a product like that being advertised for someone with highly bleached blonde hair and also a product for someone with virgin hair is just not going to work. And that's the exact reason why Olaplex is being sued, because of the lack of product knowledge and people blaming the product versus blaming themselves for not doing research before buying a product. Like, that's what makes me so angry also about this advertisement, is that not only is it literally radiates 90s style misinformation advertisement that creates a problem and tries to sell you a solution to that problem, but the solution to the problem is not even necessary, and it's actually completely false. Like, if you were a 90s child or you were a 2000s child that grew up with kind of the 90s bleeding into the 2000s in your childhood, you'll know exactly what kind of advertisement I'm talking about. And I thought that died in the 2010s as cable television was phasing out. But no, I guess that advertisement may have faded out from cable television, but now it's bleeding into social media. And I will continue to make videos like this about other brands I see doing the same thing. And I will continue to make more TikToks about Spoiled Child if I see that advertisement one more time. Because if I, like, Spoiled Child, you need to remove that advertisement because that is filled with misinformation, lies, and I personally, as a licensed hairstylist, will not stand for you manipulating and lying to your audience. And same with any other hair brand. Like any hair care brand. If I see any other hair care brand out there and their advertisements are misleading, you bet I'm going to make a video about it and I'm going to call it out and I'm going to call y'all out consistently until y'all change your advertisements. Like I said in the beginning of my video, I'm very much so inspired by the absolute truth that Jeffree Star always spills out in his videos and also Brad Mondo does. So I'm doing the exact same things and things I personally see in my day-to-day life. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, let me know. I hope to the people who don't really know much about hair care, I hope this educated you in some way, shape, or form to not be manipulated by these ads. And if you have any other questions about hair care or any hair care products, put them down in the comments down below. I'll answer any questions you have. And if you also have any makeup questions, let's say what makeup you should use for this or that, or skincare questions, I am basically like the all-knowing of that. And since I have such a small following count, I am probably not going to get that many comments, so I'll be able to respond to all of y'all. Even if I get 100 comments with questions, I will take the time to respond to any questions you guys have. Whether it's you guys commented down below on this video, or you commented on my TikTok, Neon Dreams Beauty, or Neon Dreams Hair, or Neon Dreams Cosmetics, I will respond to all of your questions that's placed anywhere. Because me personally, I'm so sick and tired of like all these lies in the industry. So I'm going to do my part to educate as many people as I can so that you're not bought into false advertisement and you're using hair care products, skincare products, makeup products that's actually meant for you and not, you know, advertisements swaying you to think you need it. So yeah, as my fun little Back to the Future plate is saying, I'm quite out of time. I don't want to make this video way too long, so I'm going to cut it off right here, there, you know, just before it gets far too long, even though I know YouTube sometimes when they fix their algorithm, they like longer videos, but sometimes they like shorter videos. So I'm just going to try and condense my videos to pack as much information as possible in the shortest time, because that's just what I feel like is the most convenient for me. And if I was a viewer, that's what I would want as well. So screw the algorithm. But if the algorithm today, this week, this month likes a longer video, well, congratulations. You got it, YouTube. Anyways, yeah, that's it for me. Yeah, if you have any other questions, leave it on any of my social media platforms and I will answer them as soon as I can. Bye!